This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I'm delighted to be meeting here with you. In this quick answer episode, I'm going to talk about four really great finger plucking patterns, so arpeggio patterns for 4/4 time. Now, if you need help with the actual technique of how to do finger plucking, then you want to check out my quick answer video on that. See that one first, then come see this one on these four patterns that are just great. I love all four. The first one's really just a review from what I talked about in that video. We're going to look at it first, and then three other ones that I love to use in addition to that one. So, a reminder, P equals thumb, I equals index, M equals middle, and A equals ring. So thumb, index, middle, ring. Our thumb will pluck the lowest note of the chord or the bass note of the chord. Index will pluck the G string or the third string. Middle is going to pluck the B string or the second string. And ring finger is going to pluck that high string. Pinky moves with the ring finger. Doesn't actually pluck any on its own. So we have a pattern here. They're written over rhythmic notation. This is one measure's worth of 4/4 time. So this is a pattern that repeats. It goes all the way through one measure and then plays and then happens every measure of a song or a chord progression for 4/4 time. All of them could be written above these, but it's the same rhythm for all of them, so I just have it in one spot. You can check out my quick answer video on rhythmic notation if you need to know more about rhythmic notation. So up above, P-I-M-A, P-I-M-A, each one of these relates to one of those rhythmic values. So when that rhythmic value comes around, that's what we're going to be plucking with. When we pluck with the thumb, we're going to be plucking the lowest note of the chord, but otherwise we're going to always be plucking index on the third, middle on the second, ring on the high string. So thumb, index, middle, ring. So we'll warm that up with a G chord. So you can put a G chord on. For the G chord, the thumb plucks the sixth string because that's the lowest note played in that chord. So P-I-M-A, P-I-M-A. We're going to use G, E minor, C, and D as our chord progression that we're just going to warm up on this one with, or play this one with. So we'll treat each one of those chords as if it's one measure. So you're going to have G, minor, we got C and D, and then we repeat G to E minor to C to D. We'll do it once more. Okay, so with that warm-up, we'll look at number 2. That pattern works great for any song in 4/4 time, and you can also use it when there's 2 chords per bar. It works really great because you can do P-I-M-A on the first chord in the measure, and then the second chord gets the second P-I-M-A. So this is an excellent pattern when you have 2 chords per bar, which I am demonstrating right now. Putting G and E minor in a measure together, and C and D in a measure together. Even if you're using a pattern, a different pattern, and you come across a part in the music that has 2 chords per bar, that's a great one to use. Okay, so number 2, P-I-M-I, A-I-M-I. This is a classic one. Uses the same rhythms. That's why I haven't rewritten the rhythm. But thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. So everything is alternating with the index finger. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. warming these up on an E minor chord because you don't have to have your left hand on at all. You can just pluck the 6th string for the bass and then just play it. So P, I, M, I, A, I, M, just like that. So I'll play through the chord progression a couple times with this one. So G, starting with the G. Ready? And you got G. You got E minor. C. D. Again, G. Minor, C, and D. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. G, E minor, C, D. Demonstrate it one more time. That's a great pattern. I love using that pattern for 4/4 time. Number 3. This one's a little different. I've underlined M and A together because the rhythm's not written here, but these two are going to happen at the same time. So it's going to go thumb, index, middle, and ring together at the same time back to index. P, I, M, A, I. P, I, M, A, I. And it's the same pattern for both halves. So it's like this one. Works really great when there's 2 chords per bar. Also works when there's 1 chord per bar. So thumb, index, middle, and ring together, index. P, I, M, A, I. Just kind of get used to doing that one. Getting those 2 fingers working at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate it with this chord progression. So go ready, and G, G, E minor, C, and D. Repeat G, E minor, C, and D. I'm going to speed it up. G, E minor, C, D, P, G, E minor, C, D, and there. Okay, so this 4th one sort of works with that 3rd one. It's the same for the first half, but then what it does is ring, middle, index, ring. So ring, middle, index, ring. Thumb, index, middle, and ring together, index, ring, middle, index, ring. So you gotta get used to that ring, middle, index, ring. So on E minor, thumb, index, middle, and ring, index, ring, middle, index, ring. Thumb, index, middle, and ring, index, ring, middle, index, ring. Thumb, index, middle, ring, index, ring, middle, index, ring. I'm just going to kind of speed it up a little bit here. A lot of times what I'll do is use this one, number 4, when there's 1 chord per measure, and then I'll use number 3 when there's 2 chords per measure, and just kind of use those interchangeably that way. But I'm going to do number 4 through the chord progression to demonstrate it. So I go ready, and G, E minor, C, D, repeat G, E minor, C, and D. I'm going to speed it up. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate what it might look like, or really what it might sound like, if I had a progression that had some chords that happened for a measure or more, and some that only happened for half a measure. So I have written down here an example using those same chords. G for a bar, then G for half a bar, and E minor for half a bar. C for a bar, C for half a bar, D for half a bar. So when the chord gets the whole measure, I'm going to use number 4, and when there's 2 chords in a measure, I'm going to use number 3. So it sounds just like this. G, we got the G, E minor, and then C, C, D. I'm going to repeat G, G, E minor, C, C, and D, and it works just like that. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope you're having a blast playing the guitar. If you need help with 3/4 time or 6/8 time, you can check out my quick answer video on those time signatures. Keep having a blast. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.